Here's another upcoming song we'll be doing at church next month. It's called Above All. Above all powers, above all kings, above all nature and all created things, above all wisdom and all the ways of man, you were here before the world began. Above all kingdoms, above all thrones, above all wonders the world has ever known, above all wealth and treasures of the earth, there's no way to measure what you're worth. Crucified, laid behind the stone, you've lived to die, rejected and alone, like a rose trampled on the ground. You took the fall and thought of me above all. Above all powers, above all kings, above all nature and all created things, above all wisdom and all the ways of man, you were here before the world began. Above all kingdoms, above all thrones, above all wonders the world has ever known, above all wealth and treasures of the earth, there's no way to measure what you're worth. Crucified, laid behind the stone, you've lived to die, rejected and alone, like a rose trampled on the ground. You took the fall and thought of me above all. Crucified, laid behind the stone, you've lived to die, rejected and alone, like a rose trampled on the ground. You took the fall and thought of me above all, like a rose trampled on the ground. You took the fall and thought of me above all. Now the chord sheet is below in the description. but just to run over it really quickly, it's in the key of A, and it starts out in A. The first two lines of each verse, verse 1 and 2, are going to be the same, and the first two lines of the chorus are the same. The verse will go A. It's going to go above all, and you're going to play like a D shape here. So D, will slide it up 2 frets, and that is an E with a D in the bass. So it's A, above all, that E, D shaped with D in the bass, but it's an E. Powers, go back to the D, so it's powers, then the ESUS, above all kings, A. That's your first line, and it's going to do that twice. Each chorus is A, above all powers, ESUS, above E, above all A, kings. And you play that again with one slight variation. The A, you can put the C sharp in the bass, so it goes above all nature and all created things. That same progression. Now it's going to change a little bit. A with G sharp in the bass, above all, A sharp minor, excuse me. That's an A with G sharp in the bass, above all, F sharp minor, wisdom, and A major 7 with E in the bass. All the ways of D, man. Back to the A with C sharp in the bass, B minor 7, you were here, B, D with A in the bass, for the world, E with G sharp in the bass, began, A, and the second chorus, excuse me, the second verse is the same as the first one, and the first two lines are the same. It's above all, A with the C sharp in the bass, above all, here's that D slid up for an E, kingdoms, ESUS, E, above all thrones, back to the A, above all wonders the world has ever known, and then the A with C sharp, above, no, excuse me, with G sharp, above all, F sharp minor, wealth, A major 7 with D in the bass, and treasures of D, the earth, A with C sharp, B minor 7, there's no way to, D with A in the bass, measure what your C sharp sus with G sharp in the bass, and that is like a C slid up to C sharp, and but you take this finger and grab that G sharp for the bass note, and it's, and then the chorus part, crucified, A, and then the B minor 7, the E with G sharp in the bass, laid behind the A stone, you've lived, you repeat that, to die, B minor 7, rejected, E with G sharp in the bass, rejected and alone, like a with G sharp in the bass, rose, like a rose, F sharp minor, A major 7 with E in the bass, trampled on the ground, D, A with C sharp bass, you took the B minor 7, fall, A with C sharp, and thought of me, D2, which is like a D, but you pick that finger up, thought of me, ESUS, E, above all A, and then you repeat that, verse 1, verse 2, and chorus, do the chorus again, and then tag it with, to follow me above all, tag the last two lines. Like a rose, and slow it down, trampled on the ground. You took the fall and thought of me above all. And that's a nice way to end it. Sussing on the A from the 4, sus2, back to the A. But that one's coming up in a couple of weeks. Again, the chord sheet below in the description. Work on that one. Let's learn it.